guys? Coming at you with a little subcast action for today. One, because there's a slight topic I wanted to talk about. I meant to do it yesterday, but I was actually doing something that I was going to talk about today. So, anyway, first off, wanted to say congratulations. My man Malik came through. We just had our state tournament here in South Carolina. Was our sole qualifier. We were hoping for a couple other guys. Was our sole qualifier. Wrestled hard throughout the entire tournament. Came out second. Wasn't the obviously the goal he wanted at first, but handled himself with pride and dignity. Was up on the stands. Did a great job. Shook hands. He's excited to be part of our North-South program where he gets to go wrestle some more. So overall, lots of good wrestling. Really excited. Was really excited for the tournament and everything. And part of what I'm going to talk about, well, not right now, but one of the things I want to talk about later on is with Tyler when we get back to our regular subcast, which I'm holding his Girl Scout cookies hostage until he comes so that we can get this regular episode in. Wanted to talk about officiating. Was not overly thrilled with officiating. It's something that we've meant to talk about before, and I think to an extent we have talked about. But I want to talk about it again because I think it's worthwhile to talk about. But there's kind of a little teaser into stuff for later. Also a little teaser into what we want to talk about heck, we could talk about the Oklahoma State-Iowa duel as a whole. Could be an entire episode. So far this subcast sounds like a little bit of a commercial, but that is quite alright for what we're going to have coming up. Speaking of commercials, go buy some roll soap. Use our coupon code Cerebrus Wrestling, save 10%. FractalBJJ.com. Awesome stuff, love it. But back to our commercial for our own show. I want to talk about Iowa, Okie State. Just the first two matches alone. Oh my goodness, all of you listening probably already know what happened, but amazing matches. Just great wrestling and wow. Not really, in my book, not really a surprise with Fix and Suriano, but just kind of maybe how the match went, some surprising stuff. Not Fix and Suriano, but yeah, Fix and DeSanto, but wow. Talk about fuel to a fire. Our man DeSanto, we already said, doesn't need much to get him fired up, but the amount of memes and GIFs and other things that have come out since that match, I'm not saying I'm picking him to win NCAAs, although I joked around last time Tyler and I talked and said, my man can mess around and win it. He is going to be a man on fire. He is hyped up after that match. And I just think that the amount of social media stuff out there, there's no way he is not going to be off the wall, man on a mission. He is going to be on fire. And then speaking on fire, Piccinini coming out with, oh my goodness, the way Spencer Lee's been wrestling, I don't think anybody was necessarily betting against Spencer Lee, but nobody was going to be surprised if Piccinini won this match. And at this point last year, we would have said, Lee, lock, almost, but wow, did, maybe that fired something under Piccinini to be like, hey, I don't know. It was a great matchup. I can't wait to talk with Tyler, get his input on it, bounce some stuff off each other, and talk about that whole duel, talk about the chaos that will now ensue with 125, with 133, who's still undefeated, we're getting close to that time. Conference tournaments are right around the corner, going to have a big impact on seeding for NCAAs, and, are we still with our original picks? I know, I think we've already got some that have changed, based off of the way the season's gone so far. Some have stayed the same, but wow, just super excited for all that kind of stuff. Now, back into the meat of this particular subcast, what I wanted to say is what I did yesterday I think is very important. Even though I ran around, had a lot of meetings to take care of and do during the day, but I planned for a day off. I knew I was going to take a day off after state. I didn't know what day. As it turned out, we had some appointments that my youngest son had to go to and be a part of, and kind of had some back and forth. So I was like, let me go ahead and take that day. I'll run the appointments so that my wife didn't have to take off work and whatnot. And, yes, we both work and all that kind of stuff. We're not getting rich off this podcast. But if you want to make us rich and want to donate to us, hey, hit us up on the podcast and donate to the show. But, man, nothing but shameless plugs right now. I almost feel sorry for it. Not really. Just kidding. No. Hit us up if you want to donate. It's in the link on how to do that, and you can donate to the show one time, monthly, whatever you feel you want to send us. But until we get rich doing that, yes, we're both still working. So I told her not to worry about having to make up those hours. I took the day off, and one of the reasons why I took that day off is something that I feel is very important. You got to take time for yourself. You've got to recharge your batteries, and sometimes just taking a day off from work. And sometimes, like, I didn't get to do as much as I would have liked to. I would have liked to kind of lounge a little bit more without having to run around and go pick up kids and do errands and such. But I was able to rest and lounge with the youngest one a little bit in the morning, and we got to hang out and just kind of decompress a little bit and recharge the batteries. I feel it's super important to do so. Lots of other people have talked about this, but sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes it's a short break, sometimes it's a weekly break, sometimes whatever it is, it's find a way for you to decompress, relax, take a break. We all know that our bodies cycle through and it needs like a rest period. That's generally what sleep is for. That's why sleep is so important. But sometimes we need a rest period. I believe I heard Penn State takes Wednesdays off of practice. They go hard all those other days so that they can afford their bodies a rest break in the middle of the week. Sounds kind of cool. I don't know for sure if they do that or not, but I know lots of college programs I've heard take a day off or a day off every 2 weeks or something of that nature where it allows the body to rest and recover. Well, we need that mentally as well. Take some time for yourself to rest, recover, whether it's a day off from work or whether it's you're doing that rest and recovery mentally while you're out doing something like going on a jog or a walk. Ooh, excuse me. Whichever it is that you need to do to get yourself that mental break. And I thoroughly enjoyed the mental break yesterday of not going to school, just kind of decompressing, relaxing, and just not thinking about things for a little bit. And especially after the weekend of state and you kind of amped and keyed up the whole weekend, it's nice to have that extra day just to relax, kind of tone it all back in, and then attack things with the rejuvenated focus. Just get ready, that much more ready to look at things, get after it, and head to it again. And that could be for me in the classroom, in the wrestling room. I know I've already emailed with Coach over at the high school, and we're already talking about our off-season plans and some of the things we're going to incorporate and just how we're going to relaunch and reattack. So it's a good feeling. It's something you need to do. Look at it in a lot of different ways, whether it's sleep for the body, rest for the body, rest for the mind. I'm stealing this from Jake Herbert. He was talking about it, and I've heard this terminology before. If you're in an airplane and the airbags deploy, what do they tell you to do first? To put the mask on yourself, take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. So especially if you're in something that has to do with other people, whether it be coaching, teaching, a company where you have people underneath you, military, anything that you're doing, if you're not taking care of yourself first, it's going to be hard to take care of those around you. And that could just be family time even. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself first, I'm not saying be like greedy all the time, but but if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your kids. You're not going to be able to take care of your spouse. You're not going to be able to take care of your children at school. You're not going to be able to take care of your team, whether it be your wrestling team, your work team, whatever it is. You got to take care of yourself so that you can be at your 100% best, so that you can give 100% to everybody else. So, take time for yourself. Sometimes take that day off. And sometimes it might be more than a day off. It might be a week off. Like maybe, you get some of these people that are training year round. Sometimes they need to take a week off from training. Sometimes that rejuvenates that fire to get right back out there and get it. Sometimes you're burning out a little bit and you need a break. So find a way. Make sure to take some time off, whether it be physically, mentally, whatever it is you need to do, and just see how you feel when you're done. Just know that you're going to feel better, more rejuvenated, and ready to come back and tackle whatever it is that you got in front of you, which is always a good thing and a positive way to look at it. So, I just encourage everybody out there, take care of yourself physically and mentally with breaks at times so that you can help take care of those around you. So take that time off. as far as time off, I know Tyler's been really busy with school and all, but hopefully we'll get him back in here this week because he's not getting his cookies until he, we bought Girl Scout cookies, yeah. So he's not getting these cookies till he comes back in here and we record because we got so much good stuff to talk about. Can't wait to talk about it with him and give you guys some more good stuff. Till then, we'll catch you later on.
See you.